I prefer knowing like what is real, like what is in my environment, like being curious about what is in my environment, like how does this chair come about, how is this record. But you see all those otherworldly things, I don't give like 2 F's about them, because I feel like they're not real, so why bother about them? Do you understand?
Not real is a very
or they're not important
they don't
to
bother
the whole.
So
why bother about it? So that's why whenever I'm watching like sci-fi or reading books about sci-fi, I just start and stop. Once they start doing their magical,
like you like what you like. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. I'm not trying to say that. I would like
to check the movie out though.
Imagination has always been humans' greatest gift.
Yeah.
Our ability to see what could be and then work to achieve it. Like, waiting concern us with sky to the fly. If you really think about it, like, we already had ships, we had horses. Yes, it took a longer time, but we were good with the travel. But it took 2 people to say, look at these birds. They look so free. Why can't we fly?
Oh, and the aeroplane is actually like shaped like
exactly the Wright brothers.
Never thought about that.
And here we are now. We looked at the oceans and thought, I want to explore that.
Yeah.
Then created submarines. Like, because of our curiosity, because we want to know. That's why we've come this far. You know?
Yeah.
Somebody thought, this my friend has traveled now. Before I send him letter to him and back, I want to know what's going on with her. If I want to, WhatsApp video call.
So I could guess that you are the kind of person that imagine a lot and you think a lot. So have you ever thought of inventing anything before?
No, unfortunately, I don't like maths. I hate mathematics. See,
where the problem
See, I love seeing the research. I love seeing what people have done and what it means. But if you put me in a lab and say do, I don't know anything. If you pass 2 + 2, I don't even want to know again. You know?
Like maths is the worst subject ever. I'm sorry to say, it's just crazy. Like in secondary school, they used to flog me belt. I went to a boarding school, so
they used to knock me
belt over my back. It was bad. Quadratic equation.
That was my favorite.
And I just carried myself into science because I felt like I wanted to be like the next Ben Carson, the next left-handed Ben Carson, Nigerian like female pediatric surgeon, and it just became like a very vivid dream for me. But then,
you did plan life. You know, see life.
Well, like, Jam just did this thing. If not, I studied biochemistry, and then here we are. I'm not even using my biochemistry certificate.
Oh, that's crazy. The fact that you went through it and graduated.
Yeah. And guess what I'm doing radio?
Because you like to talk.
No. Okay. Oh, that's part of it.
Okay.
But because I was heartbroken again.
This a different guy.
Yeah. The first one I liked in secondary school. And then one of my female friends, she was my...
I don't understand. The first one you like, the heartbreak hit you again that you did radio.
No, I started I left secondary school 2018.
Yeah.
And because I went to boarding school, I didn't have friends at home. So I came back home with nobody to talk to. Now, radio was just the only thing. Now, the friends I used to talk to in boarding school, calling them, they will not answer their phone. They were forming busy. Some people even blocked you. I was just like, since human beings does not want to talk to me, I have radio. And then the presenters there, they were relatable, they were friendly and all those things. Like, I'd call into shows, send messages, and they would read it and, indulge me. And that's why I wanted to do radio. So heartbreak led me to this big vision I have for my life now. Has heartbreak ever made you do any?
Heartbreak made me look attractive.
Okay.
They broke up with me, and then
take your notes. You can be attractive after.
I decided that the gym was my calling.
Yeah.
And I found it was like my escape. So every time I felt down, felt bad.
That was the one you really liked.
This was secondary school. This was the first one.
You have lived many lives, though.
Oh my God! Trust me, I feel like that woman in that movie. See, when she broke up with me, or when the thing spoiled, because I broke up with her actually.
Yeah.
She cheated on me. So Yeah. So.
Wait, secondary school people they cheat.
No, okay, you never see anything. And I'm my guy, you. Now my guy chop him.
Oh
You
my
see,
God.
you see, life is just an absurd thing, actually. But yeah, it happened, and then I went straight to the start. I was exercising like a madman, and then God was like, my child,
Yeah.
glow up. If
Let's
you don't
do
plan that
something
way,
for
say, this boy doesn't want to work out. Let me put this girl in his path.
Yeah.
God will just be
That could
there
happen.
playing chess with people, like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
But I hold no malice against her anymore. I understand that at the end of the day we are all human beings, and
The heart
things
wants
happen.
one
Yeah,
what
the heart is what they want. And don't be say she like him, but that's the people thing. Because if she say, okay, I liked him, that's why, I'll say, okay, there was a reason.
Yeah.
But I am more upset when there is no reason. You say you don't like him, send him. But
So
somehow he still got
to you.
So what are we saying?
Yeah.
I feel like if you give me a reason, I'll be more at peace that okay, this is what it is. But you are telling me there is no reason. I wanted to mad that year. I'm like, oh, he paid me.
So tell me how. Like,
I was listening to
when you
Juice
were-
WRLD,
That's what I wanted to hear.
XXX Tentacion, and it happened close to my birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Like this was around December.
December, what is your birthday?
I'm 30.
Okay.
Like it happened around this time, and bruh, man, it was bad. I didn't eat, I didn't drink, I was
What?
upset.
I'm the kind of person that if I'm heartbroken, I'll eat too. That's when I eat excessively.
I lose my appetite, bro. Like if I'm upset,
Yeah.
I will not eat. Even water go hard me to drink. Like I just be pissed.
Yeah.
But time makes a mockery of everything. Look at us laughing at it now. But if you will follow me joke this joke that time, man, it was bad, but it was necessary. It was necessary.
So thinking about like my own heartbreak, like what happened. So me that I love going to school because I love meeting people, blah blah blah, talking to people. And all that time I would just stay. I didn't go to school. I'll just stay in my room. Everywhere will be so dark. I'll now read. Like I read like 5 books in a week. It has never happened before. I don't mean like novellas or short stories. Like books with like 2,000 pages. I just needed to escape from my life because I felt like my life was just so bad, so sad. I was just reading, then eating and listening to songs. That time I'll just put like heartbreak songs. I can't even remember. I had a playlist.
Balloons are dictated.
Yes.
Guess they look lifeless like me.
Oh, my Spotify was on fire.
Spotify was my savior that time, man.
Bro, so, like at least I would be playing this songs coming for me. I'll be singing, I'll be crying. I say, you broke my heart, you motherfucker. That's like I would put my voice memo, right? And then record. Like I loved talking to myself because at that time I'm the kind of person that if I like somebody, I don't want them to know. I don't want anybody around us to know. I just want it to be here, just be me. Because I'm still trying to figure out that there's a lot of things about myself I'm still trying to figure out, like why do I act that way. So I didn't want anybody to know. So it was just like a sore. I was licking it, like a wound. Sorry, I was licking alone. That's the correct quote, but
yeah.
Okay.
I guess. I assume. At this point.
So I was just on my own. I mean, my friends could see that I needed help. Like I was so depressed, so sad. But I was just like healing by myself, writing. I wrote a lot. I said a lot. I got drunk.
Okay.
I even got to smoking. I smoked. I was, you know, I listen to my podcast. Weed. But if any of my family members listen to this, yeah, I smoked. I got drunk. What heartbreak does see?
Cigar or weed?
What heartbreak does see?
Cigar or weed? You know, go talk.
But what heartbreak does see is that it makes you not care about your life.
Okay.
Yeah, not care at all. So I didn't care about my life, my grades, whatever.
I was actually like, God, just take my life.
Just take my life.
Just why this pain? And I'm sure God is looking at me like, look at this boy. look at this life I've planned for you. Look at all these things that you see. And now here you won't die. They play. And I'm just looking, hey, if I see myself, I could tear him, slap. Like, are you mad?
Oh boy, I still have like voice notes of me like crying to myself and saying lots of words, and I don't know what I'm going to do with those things, but it will just be there. Maybe if I experience heartbreak again, I would listen to them and cry more. Who knows? But I really don't want to be heartbroken again because it's very. I'm serious. It's
deeply.
But do you believe that sadness is addictive?
Oh yes, people fall in love with their pain. People romanticize being in pain so much so that even when they see a way out, they rather stay in it.
Because it makes them feel like they are the victims. Like, you know, when you victimize yourself, it's like you are needed. They are validated.
Basically, they fear happiness. They are afraid of being happy because they don't want to experience that pain again. So let me just remain here in this my solitude of sadness and depression because at least I understand how this works.
Yeah,
you know? That's how they do it. But
it
guys,
can't even change. It can't change. It's like really stable because happiness could easily segue into sadness, but sadness could just be there. Does that make sense?
Yes. But guys, remember, it's part of life. At the end of the day, it's life. Like you cannot avoid being sad. You cannot avoid being heartbroken. You cannot avoid being happy too, because life happens to everybody, and everybody's going to die.
That's like restraining yourself when you decide not to.
You are not living. Experience everything. The joy, the heartbreak, the pain, the love, the happiness, the peace, and death. Because at the end of the day, when you meet your friends in heaven or hellfire, now you sabi, you know, you get to talk like, I remember when this and that. But if you don't experience these things, how on earth are you going to be part of the conversation? Think about it like that.
True.
So, you know, you only live once,
so
but live
for
well.
Heartbreak.
If you end up in hellfire.
Tega is saying seek for heartbreak.
I didn't say find heartbreak. I said if they meet you.
How did you introduce yourself again? I called you Tega, Sha.
My name is Gerard. I don't know who Tega is. My name is Gerard.
Well, like, at this point, I don't think I'm going to edit this
Edit this podcast in Jesus' name. Please. We are 54 minutes in. Let's not do this. So like be open to everything. New experiences, everything. And you can plan something out and it will still end badly. And then you cannot plan it at all and you just find success in it. So just let it flow. Be like water with God, of course. If you be like water on your own.
Who said that? Is he?
It's a Taoist saying. It's like be like water that supports everything. Blah 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 blah. Harbor no hate, no
nothing.
I have nothing against anybody. Plus people that did me bad, plus people that I did bad, I have nothing against them. You know, so that's just life.
It's life, man, and we are going to be fine regardless. If you are going through heartbreak, I'm so sorry you are going through that. You are going to be fine, and is a recipe for character development. Yes, you get to find yourself when things like this happen. You find your passion. You realize that I feel like heartbreak or whenever you interact with people, it exposes you to yourself. So when this thing happened with this guy, it made me realize that I didn't have like a self-worth and I didn't like myself enough. So all those things was like, this is the problem. Because aside from this guy, even if you entered the relationship with somebody that actually liked you, would have still been the same thing. You would have doubted yourself and all those stuff. So you'll be fine.
You will, and I know everything in your body and your soul is telling you will not experience this type of happiness again.
The intensity
it's a lie.
Is heavy.
It's a bloody lie. Half the people you will meet in your life, you have not even started meeting them yet. They wait for you for somewhere, and you want to kill yourself over one nonsense boy in one corner there in Kaduna.
Oh well, at that point they were not nonsense, but looking back, you're like,
now they are nonsense. Ultimately,
you meet better people.
You know, the heart lies, guys. It lies to you.
Truly, it lies. So I think we are 56 minutes in. So to wrap up everything, at the beginning of the episode, you said that I asked you what does love mean to you. So just state again, like, when do you know that you're in love with someone?
You just know. See,
I have a problem
no way,
with what do you mean by?
See, there's no.
Know?
You cannot explain love. Like that's why people, all these movies, even though it's cliche and is weird, but they have something. You know, some things just happen, and then this girl just looks at this guy, and in her mind, everything just kind of clicks, and they're like, "I love you." You know?
Yeah.
There is no way to say, okay, when I feel like this, and he does like this, and I'm like this, and it's like this, and I feel butterfly, that's when I love you. It's a lie. Yeah. Sometimes you just like the person, you might just really like, but you know what it means to come out of you, for you to, from the depths of your soul, say, I love you, and you mean it. There is no manual explanation for that. Nobody can tell you, oh, this is what love feels like. Is a lie.
And most times you don't go looking for it.
Yeah, it just finds you, yeah. So they say you often find the things that you're looking for when you are not looking for them.
I was looking for God.
You know, find them all.
There you know.
You know, find them. I promise you, that person where they find God. See, you know where atheists, you know where they when they give their life back to Christ, they weren't looking for him. Something just happened. They're like, oh my God, you. Now God be this. Now him be this.
Yeah.
There is some things just, you know, when it's right, when it's time, when everything just kind of clicks. That's what I mean. I don't stress. So people are saying, so what do you want to do now? You are finished school. Which job are you going to take? Which certificate are you going to go to? I say all this one no matter in heaven. See, the things that me I did the kind talk where they follow God talk. If you hear them, you go follow me laugh. But I know that the things I want and the things I desire, it's a matter of time. And that's how everybody should feel. Of course, you are pressured. Nigeria is not smiling. The country is going down in flames. It looks like you have no opportunities. Your mates are doing way better. But bro, it's not about who did it first. It's not about who is there yet. It's about, hello, the road you are traveling. Sure, you will get there. You will get there. Leave it. Feel it for along. You know? It's all love, guys.
It's all love. So yeah, I think the basic thing, like, if you didn't get anything from this episode, what do you should get from
I'm not sure you got anything from this episode because I don't even know what we will name this podcast now. But God will help all of us.
Oh my God.
I'm posting this to YouTube, so even though this is very terribly done.
What?
This is terribly done.
Like
the lighting
podcast
is terrible.
Will have more. What exactly did we say here?
I will post it like that. Anybody that wants to understand, I'm not even editing it. See, at this point,
you're not editing it, man.
I'm not. Okay. No, this one. Edit that one. That one is 1 hour, bro. You can't do 1 hour with all these gaps. All the time you went out and it was silent, you will still
we hear it.
They play. You know, but anything you hear like this, guys, because when God says time, you no matter, your car will drive without battery. I'll be waiting and talk. I will post it like this. If it's still gonna blow like this, everything day.
Okay, in case someone wants to have like a visual experience of the podcast.
Yes. Come to 6'3".
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. I'm not that big yet, so chances are when you search for it, you won't find it. But please do well to reach out to your host, and she would be very kind to send you my link. Unless she's an enemy of progress, in which case, you know, God be with you to find it on your own. You know.
Wow. Okay. Talking about enemies of progress, I actually listened to one of your songs, 10 Tales.
Yeah,
it was great. I like the words in the song. So, if you didn't get anything from this episode,
how did enemy of progress remind you of 10 Tales?
To show you that I'm not an enemy of progress. But anyways, listen to you. If you didn't get anything from this episode, one thing you should get from it is what do you think you get from it?
I think one thing you should get from it is that shit happens, bro. Like shit will happen to you. You cannot control it. So when shit happens to you and you find yourself in shit, look for a tissue paper and wipe it off, because nobody will wipe it off for you. If you
Make
understand
house
what I'm
fly, no, they
saying.
follow you everywhere.
Exactly. When you shit on yourself, do you leave it like that and be like, oh my God, why me? No,
Yeah.
you wash off. So when life gives you lemonade, throw it back in his face and say, who sent you?
These are the contents you'll be seeing when you subscribe to this guy's channel.
Yes.
You're also on TikTok. In fact, tell them where they can find you everywhere.
Instagram, I'm 10/10 T3N _over_ T3N. I know it's a very unnecessarily long and heavy name.
Don't worry, meet the enemy. She will send you the
take
link.
it over. Yes, please. You know, I appreciate my lovely host here. She will help you with it. On TikTok, I am 10 the creator. T3N, of course, _the creator. On WhatsApp, you can't find me there because WhatsApp doesn't use handle. Yes. I'm tempted to tell you here now, but somebody might send me their nudes. I'm not
Yourself a lot.
I'm not against that.
You're
but,
flattering yourself, okay?
And then what else? Okay, yeah, I've given you Instagram, TikTok, and
X.
that's
X.
okay. On X, I'm not a porn star, but okay, X, Twitter,
Just wow.
on X.
Wow.
On X, I am 10/10 still. So
Okay.
same thing. Yeah, find me there.
Okay.
See ya.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tiger, for coming to my podcast.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for having me too.
Yeah. I'm your most interesting host, that's for sure. I don't think any podcast you have done so far will beat this one. This
Spontaneous,
is
yes.
the best, yes.
Spontaneous, yes, but the interesting one. Okay.
Yes, it's the most interesting.
Whatever you say.
I put it to you. This is the most views.
Okay. Let's go. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.